Hello, good morning, student. Today, our next GK class, in which we discuss Indian Armed Force. Take out page number 72. Here you see that the Indian Armed Force comprises the Army, Navy, and Air Force. The aim of the armed force is to safeguard our territories from external threats and ensure security across land borders, maritime territories, and airspace. Apart from this, they also undertake humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations and peacekeeping missions. How much do you know about our armed force? Choose the correct option to find out. So, student, you will very well know about that our Indian Armed Force contain basically three forces: Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. So choose the correct option. When is the Indian Navy celebrated? When is the Indian Navy Day celebrated? So here the correct answer is 4th December. On 4th December we celebrated the Indian Navy Day, and on 31st October we celebrated the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Day. Or next question is, which is the highest rank in Indian Army? So here the correct answer is Field Marshal. Field Marshal is the highest rank in Indian Army. Next is, which is the highest rank in the Indian Navy? The correct answer is Commander in Chief. Sorry, the correct answer is Chief of the Naval Staff. Chief of the Naval Staff is the highest rank in the Indian Navy. Next is, who is the Supreme Commander of the Armed Force comprising the Army, Navy, and Air Force? So the correct answer is President. President have the power to comprise the whole army, that is Navy and Air Force and Army. Next is, name the rank that comes between the group captain and squadron leader in the Indian Air Force. So, in forces, there is a rank and their hierarchy also. So, you have to choose between the group captain and squadron leader in the Indian Air Force. The correct answer is Wing Commander. Wing Commander is the rank of Indian Air Force, and Brigadier is the rank in Indian Army. Next question is, which is the first indigenously built aircraft carrier in India? So here you choose Indian aircraft carrier. The correct answer is INS Vikrant. Next is, who was the first Indian commander in chief of the Indian Army of Independent India? So here the correct answer is KM Karippa. Next is, which helicopter fleet of the Indian Air Force carries out search and rescue operation? So here the correct answer is Chetak. Next is, who was the first Indian chief of the naval staff after independence? Here the correct answer is Vice Admiral R.D. Katari. Next is, how many commands are there under the Indian Air Force? Student, For your kind information, each and every force have their own commands. So here the Indian Air Force have 7 commands in India. Next is, here is the box. You have to choose the correct one and fill this blanks. First is, who was the founding member of the Indian Air Force and was also appointed as the first Indian Chief of the Air Staff in 1954. So here the correct answer is Air Marshal Subrata Mukherjee. Next is, which place is referred to as the world highest battlefield? So here the correct answer is Siachen Glacier. You very well know about the Siachen Glacier is the point which shared the boundary Pakistan and China. Next is, where the headquarters of the Eastern Command of the Navy located. So answer is Vishakhapatnam. Vishakhapatnam is located in Andhra Pradesh. Next is, name the fighter aircraft that forms the backbone of the Indian Air Force. Here the correct answer is MiG 21 Bison. Next is, who was the first woman Air Marshal of the Indian Air Force? So here the correct answer is Padmavati Bandyopadhyay. Air Marshal Padmavati Bandyopadhyay is the was the first woman air marshal in the Indian Air Force. Next is, who became the first field marshal of independent India? Answer is Sam Maniska. Sam Maniska is the person who was the field marshal of independent India. Next is, how many commands are there under the Indian Navy? So here the correct answer is 4 commands. Recently you know about the Indian Air Force commands, that is 7. Next is, when is the Indian Air Force Day celebrated? So the Indian Air Force Day is celebrated on 8 October. Next is, where is the headquarters of the Southern Air Command located? Here the correct answer is Trivandrum. Next is, name the rank that comes between the captain and lieutenant commander in the Indian Navy. So correct answer is the commander. Okay. I hope you get the well important information about the Indian Armed Forces. Next is social reformer in India. So there are many social reformer in India. Some belongs from the backward sections, some are belongs from the in good sections which are already uh, developed in their society. So here many social reformers have worked for the upliftment of the backward sections of the society. Read the clues and identify these social reformers. So here first one is a chief proponent of widow remarriage. His efforts led the British government to pass the Widow Remarriage Act in 1856. He also advocated the cause of women's education. So, student, this is related to your chapter 9, Women, Caste and Reform. The name of the person is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. He was the person who passed the Act Widow Remarriage in 1856. Next is, he founded the Mohammedan Anglo Oriental College in 1875 in Aligarh. The main objective of the college was to combine Islamic values with Western thinking. So, the answer is Sayyid Ahmad Khan. He was a reformer of the Muslim education and he developed the Islamic values with Western thinking. Next is she was the first woman school teacher of India and went to perhaps become the headmistress of a school. She fought against the caste system and also championed the cause of education for girls. The answer is Savitribai Phule. Savitribai Phule was the wife of the Jyotira Phule. Next is though she became a widow at a young age. She educated herself and devoted her life to social work. She advocated the cause of women's education and opened a school for widows in then Bombay, now present Mumbai. So the correct answer is the Pandita Ramabai. This is the image of the Pandita Ramabai. Next is, and the last, popularly known as Periyar, he led the anti caste movement in Tamil Nadu. He founded the self respect movement that fought for the rights of the oppressed section of society. The correct answer is E.V. Ramaswamy. Student, you will read E.V. Ramaswamy in chapter 9 History, Women, Caste and Reform. There are so many other peoples like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Dayanand Saraswati, Swami Vivekanand. They all are the social reformer. I hope you get all the information about the social reformers and Indian armed force. So thank you and have a nice day.